What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, wanted to bring you some more info on the L'Jarius Sneed front. I know I had mentioned this in the live stream earlier today, so if you had seen it, make sure you go check that one out. Also talked about a lot of things, but also wanted to kind of talk about this topic right here. We've all been talking about L'Jarius Sneed. Indianapolis Colts fan base knows L'Jarius Sneed's name by now. But the interesting aspect of this is we're seeing someone say that the Colts are the team to beat to get L'Jarius Sneed. Now, Cam Marino, who is a national NFL analyst and a lead draft writer for NFLDraftBuzz.com, stated on Twitter today saying, on the L'Jarius Sneed front, told a handful of teams are monitoring. Some believe he returns to Kansas City. Now, there is reports that L'Jarius Sneed could return to Kansas City. There are reports of that. So, I mean, it's 50-50. It's up in the air whether or not he's going to sign a deal with Kansas City or he's coming to another team, right? So, if he decides he wants to go to another team, then that's going to be that. But if he wants to stay in Kansas City, they have the money to do so now. Now, in the case he does become available, in the case he does want to be traded, despite continued interest from teams including the Falcons and the Vikings, the feeling I've had is that the Indianapolis Colts are the team to beat here. Indianapolis is headstrong in pursuit of more talent in the secondary. So this is coming from somebody that has news in the NFL, has ears in certain places, and he is reporting that as of this moment, if L'Jarius Sneed will become someone that is going to get traded, the Indianapolis Colts are the front runner at this moment to get him. And that is exactly what we want to hear if you're an Indianapolis Colts fan right now. It shows that there is a huge commitment from the Indianapolis Colts to try and bring L'Jarius Sneed in. We have seen other teams, like he mentioned in this, the Falcons and the Vikings have been one. I've heard the Tennessee Titans were interested in it. Now, of course, with the Tennessee Titans making that big signing with Calvin Ridley, it'll be interesting to see if they even have the money to be able to continue to pursue him. I don't think they will, but Indy, it sounds like, is one of those teams that is extremely interested in bringing L'Jarius Sneed in if they were to get him to be to the trade market. So, listen, guys, this is just the same thing we've been hearing. The Indianapolis Colts have had interest, and apparently the interest that's being reported, they're one of the highest interested teams in bringing him in, and they're one of the few teams in the NFL that can actually make the move still happen, despite, and still trying to give up a trade. I've even heard people say in suggestion that the trade compensation has already been agreed upon between the Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. They're still working on trying to get a deal done. It goes as far as that. So we don't know 100%, guys, how long this is going to take, and we certainly don't know when we're going to announce on whether or not L'Jarius Sneed is actually going to be available for trade or not. Supposedly, we're supposed to know something before the end of the week that on whether or not L'Jarius Sneed will be a Kansas City Chief or if he's going to be finding a new home soon. But it certainly sounds like if he's going to another team, the Indianapolis Colts are trying really hard to bring him in. So, guys, let me know what you guys think of this latest development on whether or not the Indianapolis Colts could still get L'Jarius Sneed and them potentially being the front runner to snag him if he is in the trade market. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, go Colts.